Welcome, everybody, to another edition of NXT on Tap. I am Scalz, and tonight we got the crew back together. We are joined by Phil the Future and the Ginger Ninja Jaxpo. How's everybody doing tonight?
Fantastic.
All right. Predictions done over with, pretty quick and easy. Time for Q&A. Anybody have any questions out there for us before we end up signing off for the evening?
This is where I get to smoke my weed.
Oh, I guess Travis was ready. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen or heard anything, but apparently Gigi has been working Saturday Night Main Event matches for WWE. So many questions. Is what your thoughts on that? So she worked a dark match on
Last night.
Monday night before Raw. It was taped for Main Event. That will air, I believe, next Thursday. It's usually about 10 days behind from when they record it. That is a way for them to see what people are capable of, and that's how they use to see who they're going to be bringing up in the future. So my thoughts on that is she could potentially be a call-up for after WrestleMania.
Agreed.
Not guaranteed, but could potentially be if she does what they want her to do.
I think Gigi's excelled perfectly without being in a tag team. And it's good because I've watched a lot of her indie stuff. And it's good to see her get a chance on the main roster solely and not needing to be a part of whatever that
toxic attraction.
And I think if she comes,
you need to let her fly.
If she comes up to the main roster, it could be like a fresh start for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To leave behind everything that's happened in NXT and just come up. Anybody have any other questions for us? Floor is yours if you want. Nobody on TikTok?
Taking all types of questions. Anybody, anything.
I'll answer pretty much anything. I don't care.
Yeah, just there you go. Travis, again, I know I talk about this a lot. You guys are probably sick of me bringing it up and talking about her, but I need to know, do you guys see Dakota holding a title this year when she's cleared to wrestle again?
Not this year.
Okay. One, she was not wearing a brace this weekend or last night.
Yeah.
No.
So that could be a good sign that she's going to be cleared soon. Two, it's not time for her to be in that title picture yet. If she's going to be in the title picture, it means that they introduced a mid-card title for the women. Because she was not in the main event caliber yet. You have too many people in front of her for that title. You have Bayley. You have Jade Cargill. You have Bianca. You have Becky. Like, there's so many people that can be for the title before her. She needs to get back into the ring, gain that trust back, and then work on it and get some W's, everything else. If you put her in the tag division, she gets a tag title, maybe. I can see that more likely than a regular singles championship.
Well, Tommy said Nia. Travis also said Liv.
Okay. I could see Nia before Liv. Just with the way they've built up Nia since she's been back.
Oh, Alexa Bliss's twin. That's right.
Oh, Liv?
Yeah.
I mean, Alexa Bliss was backstage at the Rumble.
She was.
Yeah, that's a bit of a that's kind of a bummer. Like, seeing Alexa Bliss would have been something crazy.
Yeah, but it's only been 2 months.
Yeah, it's only been 2 months after she gave birth to Hendrix. So yeah, that would be a little. Yeah. Oh, my thoughts on Dakota with the title. Honestly, like Scalz gave the best way I could have said it. I could have said it too. Like I honestly believe that Dakota Kai is like, if they give her the main, like, a main event picture now, I feel like it's too. I would feel like it would be too early of a push because there are many great talents that are there right now that deserve it. I don't know about deserve it, but I can see them winning a title before she gets a title reign. But if she does get one, it'll most likely be within the mid card, whether it's the tag title or if there's a new title that comes somewhere. But yeah, I still think Dakota's a great talent. She's proven it many times before in the past. I wouldn't mind, but again, it's going to take a while.
I agree with that statement, Sean. Probably one of the few that I agreed with you.
Look, Sean said something intelligent tonight, guys.
Bailey gonna whoop Io's ass. I mean,
It's gonna be a damn good match.
Like, but like, I was thinking. Oh wait, no. Bailey said she was gonna wait with her decision till SmackDown, but like, I don't know. I kind of like Bailey versus Rhea for some reason.
Tommy said, "Look, I know Jade just debuted at the Rumble, but I really hope they don't push her right away into the main title picture. They will not. Her first feud is probably going to be against Bianca Belair,
which would be amazing.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Two queens going at it.
That's probably what I see as her first feud, and it'll keep her away from the title picture for the first 3 to 6 months. And then she could work her way into that."
Yep, like I said, two queens going at it. Oof.
Here's one for y'all. We've seen TNA come into the WWE. From the women's division, who would you send to TNA to challenge Jordynne Grace from the women's division?
Well,
okay. Now,
Sean is giving. I think you probably got that from Sean because Sean said, "Give me."
No, he was saying it before he saw it.
I like that though.
But are we sending somebody there to lose?
I don't fucking know.
Well, that's the question, because if you're going to send Bianca there, she's not losing because it's Bianca.
Oh, yeah, no. You're going to send somewhere to count the lights to make TNA look amazing. We're not having another TNA.
Something AEW could not do with TNA.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we're sending somebody to TNA to face her for the title, you could send what Sean said, Ivy Nile.
Mm-hmm. Ivy Nile would be
You can send Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you can send Becky, because Becky puts people over.
Becky will put you over.
Mm-hmm.
She's not afraid of it. I would truthfully, I'd send Natalya.
You could send Natty.
Hey, that's what Tommy said. Natalya also.
Yep. I was trying to think if there was any other women that were like built like Jordynne Grace in WWE, but the only one that comes to mind is Ivy Nile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Pitbull versus the Juggernaut. All
right, Sean, I am right there with you on this. Just once, I want him to come back out on TNA screen, and it needs to be at Slammiversary. That's where it needs to be.
Like, would you want him coming out to Phenomenal though, or would you want to like do the epic throwback and do the get ready to fly
throwback? 100%.
I am. Yo.
I think this was just me riding home from after the Rumble and getting to see Jordynne Grace. And I'm one of those because I look at little teeny bitty details. This is the first time in history that the TNA Knockouts champion. Because remember, when Mickey came in, she was Impact. We're in a whole new era. We're in a whole new company, baby.
Fair enough. AJ Styles TNA Hall of Fame induction.
This was the number 2 company that tried to compete with WWE by signing Bischoff and Hogan and all these guys.
Yeah, and Ric Flair.
So you
And
see them finally go at it together. It got me thinking, like, who, like, appearance wise, like, you got Nick Aldis there, his relationship with TNA. You got, I mean, you just have, like, I want them to kind of do what they did with AEW, but I want to see WWE people put over TNA wrestlers.
Like I want to see Lashley versus Moose.
That would be a good match.
Ooh.
When Jordan Grace hit the ring, immediately in my head said, "Fucking Moose is going to be in this Rumble."
That's what 30. Like when 30 hit and nobody came out, I was like, this needs to be somebody. This needs to be Moose or Okada. Obviously, we got Sami Zayn, and it wasn't the greatest, but
I
like,
immediately
they had the
thought
opportunity.
Moose had to be on the Rumble because
Styles versus Moose will also be a good one. But Tommy, another AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Really, we want to go back to Wendy.
you know what I want to see?
That was a great feud in WWE though between the two of them.
It was good, but I'm just saying.
I want to see
Wendy.
if WWE truly has a working relationship now, not just a one-off. I want to see 2 TNA originals go at it. I want to see AJ Styles and Chris Sabin, Chris Sabin go at it.
Oh, that
I
would
want
be
to see him or
AJ, Tommy said AJ versus Nemeth.
Haven't you seen AJ versus Dolph though?
Yeah, we've seen this.
I talked to Chris Bay on Sunday. I was like, bro, I saw Jordan. I was like, my boy Chris gotta be a surprise. Chris Bay would be sick. He was like one day.
What about Dragon Lee versus Mike Speedball Bailey?
That would be fire.
Like, there's so many matches we can fantasy book.
Alba Fire, Isla Dawn versus DK.
The Laredo Kid is also a good one, Sean, though. But and Vikingo. Oh my!
I just hope this is, even if it's a one-off. Like I'll state this as a fan. If it's just a one-off, I was so fucking happy to be there and get to see it. I could say I was a part of that.
Or the Coven. Coven wouldn't be bad too. I mean, Unholy Union versus the Coven.
Who the fuck's the Coven?
What, Taylor Wilde and Kylan King?
I don't know tag team names. Me and Will make up our own tag team names.
I mean, it's funny enough that Taylor Wilde was like one of TNA's she was the 3rd ever TNA Knockouts champion. MK Ultra?
Let me tell y'all this right now. When Dijo Ninja Sex Party came out, there was no one louder in that arena than Will Gray. This motherfucking music hit, and he's up in the fucking air, fucking fist puffing and shit. He was like, Dijo Ninja Sex Party! And he got to do it twice, and he was just as energetic the fucking first time.
Yeah, and that's the reason Will can't talk right now.
Dijo Ninja Sex Party. You don't know who Dijo Ninja Sex Party is, man. See, this is why you need to get your head out of Tiffany Stratton's ass.
Dijo Ninja Sex Party, a.k.a. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Yo, hey, I'm here for it.
I got to admit one thing before we close out. I was sitting there, and we all went out to eat because, as y'all know, I had everyone in Friday night, and I didn't get to watch SmackDown. I didn't even get on the internet the day before the Rumble. Everyone else was talking about shit. Like, I stayed MIA off of it. So out comes walking fucking Asuka, and I looked over at my buddy John. I was like, when the fuck did she win a belt? Because 1 minute it was Ginger Ninja Sex Party Monday night, and then I didn't watch Friday night, and next thing you know, Asuka and Pirate Girls got the fucking Kabuka Pirate Warriors.
Asuka and Kairi
go.
saying the Kabuki Warriors. Yeah, you know what? Will can keep Caden and Katana. I got me Kairi saying that's all I need.
He was fucking pumped.
But all right, guys, let's close out the tap for tonight. All right,
that's Tiffany Stratton and
I'm not showing
Nikita
that on
Lyons.
the screen. That is not showing on the screen. Tommy says I got tucked into bed. Bo saw me lullabies. Will Gray goes, yes, we did.
Dude, it was crazy, man. Like the reactions some of us had for talent that no one fucking cared about.
Okay, so before we sign off, speaking on that, WWE needs to do something with these generic themes because half of the crowd did not know who was coming out until their names popped up on the screen.
I will agree with that.
People used to know who was coming out based off of the entrance. Now they have to wait for their name. It's so sad. Honestly,
like I actually was watching. I was on YouTube today, and I was watching. What was it? WrestleMania talk about 10 of the biggest downgrades in WWE themes. Like honestly, I feel like one of them for me is like obviously they had their own list of like past and present. But if I was to include one that's sort of past, sort of present, it's Carlito. Like,
yeah,
you knew as soon as you heard the
thank you.
You knew who it was.
Thank you. Because if he would have started that off with I spit in the face of the people cool, I would have popped immediately. But he came out to this techno bullshit.
Yeah, you literally heard. You just heard like a you know what cool is, and then you got there's like a bit of a generic Caribbean.
What they did is they recycled No Way Jose's theme music probably and his graphic because it doesn't scream Carlito.
Right.
I don't know.
Fuck you.
He did spit in Dominic's face.
He did spit in Dom's face. Exactly. I mean,
you do that nowadays. I thought spitting in someone's face was like an assault charge since COVID. But Carlito's a badass if you look at it. He don't care about COVID.
If I ever was a wrestler and I was facing Carlito and Carlito has that apple in his hand, I would have just no, not to me.
Jose, no way. Jose.
Yeah.
But all right, guys.
What can I say?
It's that time of the show. You get to tell where you're at. And let us know how we can find you. Phil, start it up.
All right, then. For the ladies and gentlemen that are still watching this, wherever this is streaming, if you want to still keep seeing this beautiful face around, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube under the name you see down below at Phil the Future. You can always find me here with my two gracious co-hosts for NXT on tap. You'll see me. You may see me on an occasional episode on Rivet City Radio's Boss Bitch Trivia Hour on Thursdays. That's it.
Jax?
Yeah, do we get I have to ask this before I plug myself. Do we get complimentary feet pictures if we subscribe to your Snapchat? Like me and Will are curious about this right now.
Hey, first of all, I don't have an only toes, okay?
You can find me right here every Monday and Tuesday. Sundays. Fuck, I keep
Sunday.
Sundays and Tuesdays right here for Sorry for the Interruption and NXT on tap. every Tuesday and Sunday on Rivet City Radio for Nerdy News at 420 and Botch and Chair Shots, where this week we will give you more Royal Rumble stories and experiences we had. And tomorrow night I'll be on the Wolfpack podcast on Wolfpack podcast / or Twitch, whatever that thing is. Y'all know. If you're here, you know how to find it. Anything else, follow me on Twitter at Jaxpo2020.
I am Scalz. Like Tommy had mentioned in the chat, you could find Jax on the After Party with Tommy on Friday night on River City Radio. That'll be directly following Friday Night Review, which is on this channel. You could also find me here every week, NXT on Tap. And then occasionally on Saturdays with Ringside Chatter. Off the Top Media _ on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Off the Top Media on Twitch and YouTube. Want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Appreciate the support, and we'll catch y'all soon.